We track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone. We are looking pretty similar to what we were just around this time yesterday. Cloudy skies sticking around, but I did want to show off Mason City because we are seeing a little evidence that the sun does exist. It is, of course, just hidden by these clouds, and we might see it poke out here or there. Generally, though, mostly cloudy, overcast skies are looking to remain the name of the game here as we go through the rest of this Thursday. We're at 25 degrees in Rochester right now, 27 in Mason City, so a tad bit cooler. Not surprising, a little further south you travel, you will find some warmer air, and a lot of it is starting to come our way. We're finally getting that southern breeze back. Is it going to warm us up today? Not exactly. Temperatures will be staying pretty steady around these mid to upper 20s as we do go into the later afternoon, the evening, and ultimately by tonight, they of course will naturally drop back down. Moving on to satellite and radar, and it's just as I said, cloudy skies pretty much as far as the eye can see, but the winds are beginning to shift, starting to come in from the warmer south. They are not strong by any stretch, and they will not be, but it is a sign that things are about to change. Before we get to that change, though, I did want to zoom out just to show most of the activity is just cloudy skies across the region. Moving back to Sky Tracker 3 now, a little closer to home, I will push time forward as we get into the evening hours. And yes, a little bit of those winds starting to pick up just a smidge. We most likely won't be feeling it too much because we'll be sticking with the cloudy skies as the sun is going down. Now, as I start to move into Friday morning, I do want to bring attention what's coming up here a little bit further to the north and the northwest. There is the possibility for some light snow, mainly north as we go through most of our Friday. But as we get into Friday evening, that snow chance does start to come our way. And again, we're talking light snowfall, but enough that it could make things a little slick as we do get into Friday night and Saturday. How much will we see? Ultimately, it is still looking at around a trace to an inch. Some of us will be walking away with no snow whatsoever, especially mainly further to the south, places like North Iowa, not really looking at much of that snowfall, but it is something to keep in mind. Now let's move on to the bigger storm, this one coming after the weekend as we enter into the new work week. This storm is most definitely on the move, still building up energy as it continues to make its way east. Now, across the country, we will see anything from minor impacts to major impacts. And I want to put that into perspective. It'll be across the country. For us, right now, it's kind of favoring more the minor side. I did want to bring to the weather alert so we can see if you are, say, traveling to the desert southwest. That is where the impacts can be found right now. The pinks being winter storm warnings where we're expecting most of the snow. But let's take a peek a little closer to home again. This is that Friday and Saturday system. That trace to an inch moves over quick, but by Monday, that potent system begins to make its way more to the northeast. As it does, late Monday and early Tuesday, that's when we see our highest snow chance, but the heaviest of the snow is still looking to aim a bit further to the south. For our area, we're looking at minor impacts, maybe moderate. There is still lots of time for this system to change its pace, where it's going. Generally, though, we are looking at some snowfall. I expect it to come. However, how much we see, that is still TBD. And right now, Annalise, it's not looking like a lot of it, but we have an additional chance for snow as we get into the middle of next week, so something new to watch.
I'm hoping we get enough just to have a little blanket, just enough to say that we have snow.
Yeah, and it would help our drought. Any snow would help, so please.
Thank you, Sarah.
Of course.